You could lane it up. You were laying it up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Shane Davis.
And I am Brandon, the Brandon Fountain. Man, I wish I had a cool nickname.
And today we have a very, very special guest. Everybody please welcome Little Joe on
Cue the
Decontrolled
applause.
Burns.
And the crowd goes wild.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, he killed him. Stone Cold just killed him.
He's running like a scalded dog. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
It is.
Man,
Oh, go ahead.
No, please, go ahead. Hey, man, no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. No, but seriously, I really want a cool nickname. Something where I can
You almost made me choke on a Zen. By
Zen?
A
what?
A clue.
Oh, you have a clue in?
Yeah, I got a
are
clue.
good.
I mean, they're they are what they are. They're enough to get me through a hour and a half show where I don't want to put a dipski in.
Why not?
Because I can't. I'm messy, I guess. Like, you've been doing it, but like it gets in my teeth, and then that's all I can think about is it being in my teeth.
I think people like us because we're just real.
I don't know. I wouldn't say people like us. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
we've got some people that like us, but I wouldn't say like we just walk into a room and people like us.
I think there's probably a couple people that maybe watch this show and don't like us. But I would say for the most part, if they're sticking around, they're probably, don't hate us.
Bro, just imagine listening to a entire show every week and not like
Just
the people. Just with a notebook writing things down that are inaccurate.
We know we have at least one.
And they
Maybe two.
They travel in groups.
They're like cockroaches. I don't know if cockroaches travel in groups, but
They're hard to kill.
that's funny.
So it is the week of Terp Float. We got big Terp Float
Yeah.
going on. I had this schedule. I am
The Terp
a
Float
little
schedule?
bit behind. I was supposed to email it, and I literally did not.
You're behind the 8-ball.
I am. I had it all queued up and ready to rock. But Terp Float starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Which is the 1st, right? Is tomorrow the 1st? No, the 31st.
31st, yeah.
Um,
So let me just pull it up here. It is the 31st through the 3rd at Diamond Head Resort, which is, if you don't know, it's down in Tahlequah. I don't think it's in Tahlequah. It's Cherokee County is what it is. But it's
you're on the river. You're on the Illinois.
you're real close to Tahlequah.
Hold on, I'm gonna text this.
Um,
You want me to send this to you so we can pull it up on there?
I've
got
got
the full. Everyday
the
breakdown.
event schedule.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we are
Let's
going to have a presence there on Friday, right?
Yeah. And when we say presence, we mean we're going to go down there and we're going to hang out, walk around the festival, say hi, talk to the people that we love, let the people that hate us see us, just existing,
Skinnier, yeah.
skinnier than normal because me and Shane combined have probably lost about 40 pounds.
I'd say touch a little scotch more. Just
How much are you down so far?
I'm like 30.
Oh, shit. We've lost 50 pounds together.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm down like 23.
Matthew is starting to make some waves. He's lost 3 pounds this week so far, and we're still 2 days away from weigh-in. So we're gonna have to come in Friday early and weigh in, which I hate.
Here's the thing. I don't know, man. Maybe better for us to weigh in after because we're gonna be hot as shit and just drained when we get done from there.
Let's be real. We're gonna be at a festival.
That's fair.
I might, have to get me an Indian taco or something,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
something
That's-
delicious.
Yeah.
Move my cheat day to Friday. Bro. So, I told you before we went into last weekend, I had a cheat weekend, and I did not disappoint my guy. Like, I had payway, which isn't crazy, but I did get some noodles. I'm a noodle guy. They were great. Had Brahms, because I told you Friday when we were leaving, I'm like, I'm going to Brahms right now. And I went and got ice cream.
Yeah.
And that was great.
What'd you have? What kind of ice cream?
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of boring. I got a frozen yogurt twist cups. But
It's the best.
they're great. Like, there's all kinds of, great flavors and whatever. Frozen yogurt is the best ice cream that exists. That's not ice cream, I guess, apparently, but it's delicious.
But Froyo's, it's the best, dude. Straight up. I guess I can put this on the screen up here. Bam.
Okay, so
Let's see here. Can I make this
Thursday looks like the festivities are starting around 4:20. What? The main stage? Looks like the main stage is the only thing going on Thursday. Friday, you've got the main stage, the river stage, the Terp stage, and I mean it's going from noon to 3 o'clock in the morning, dang near.
That's better.
We like that.
Okay, main stage, DJ Terpenoid, Casey West, Gary Lawrence, Bears God Dog.
I like that.
Air show. What's air show, I wonder?
I bet it's not a. No, I mean, I'd probably drones.
I'm gonna text.
If I had to
I'm gonna text.
put a little guesstimation on it.
I'm gonna text Brent or Burner and see.
Burner.
I'm gonna text Josh. What's an air show?
When you say burner, I think of cookies.
Yeah,
That's-
the Oklahoma's Burner. Josh Burner. He's so him and a guy. If you don't know, Josh used to own a franchise of that CBD Plus dispensary, the dispensary side, Lotus Gold CBD Plus.
Yeah. That was
He
Lotus Gold
owned.
what I was looking for.
Yeah, he owned it. So it's like, for the people that don't know, it's like, think of a fast food restaurant. It's like a franchise, and so you can just own, one or two or whatever. So he owned the one in Tahlequah and Muskogee, and then Brent is with. He's still with Apothecary. He's been with Apothecary forever.
Yeah,
He's like their
Apothecary.
Oh yeah,
right?
he's for sure the face of the brand.
Oh, dude, I almost wore one of his hats today.
They have the dopest hats,
bro. I have. It was a limited run from 2019, white, all platinumed out, like white and
sick.
platinum. Dude,
Oh, I've seen it.
yeah,
it's dope.
Still
Got
in my
gold
closet.
lettering.
Yeah. I almost wore that to the show today, but I forgot it.
Surely that's not clean. Like, have you been able to keep it clean and like?
Yeah,
gold?
well, I don't ever wear it.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? Like I just keep it up in my collection of goods.
White hats, man. Those just they don't last.
No, I don't. Yeah. My kid bought a white LA hat, and I was like,
Cooked. Yeah.
dog, it's gonna work for a week.
But yeah, no. So Brent is like the social media marketing. Like he's a bigwig at Apothecary. I always used to. I think
I thought he
everybody
was the owner.
I thought
yeah.
he was an owner. I figured he was a partner, but no, he's an employee. But he is, man. I'm telling you what. If they ever lost him, good Lord have mercy.
No, everybody knows. I mean, he's synonymous
When
with
you say
Apothecary.
you think Brent.
Dude, I had a really, really good relationship with them at one point, but I've never met him. The person that I had a good
Brent?
relationship with. Yeah, I've never met
He's
him.
dope.
I've never
Here's the
talked
thing,
to him.
man. He's a busy guy. He's like,
Dude, you're getting attacked all day.
It's very hard to like pin him down and talk to him about anything, right? Because he's busy as shit. But if you catch him and he's not busy, and he's a super down to earth, great dude. Love Brent, man. I mean, we've had good conversations over the years. He's always been just square business.
I did. I don't know if you remember this or not, but it was a few years ago. I did a Lotus Gold podcast. It was the first industry podcast that I was ever a part of,
Really?
and it's safe for me to say it now, but yeah, dude, I bailed in the middle of it. It was bad. It was so bad. I was like,
Are those people still around?
yeah, not really, slightly, not on that side of it, but
What side of it?
yeah,
Never mind.
B's and T's.
Okay, all right, I'm with you.
But
I'm tracking.
they wanted me to come on because at the time I was running operations for Kind Concentrates and Keef Cola, and that's kind of why I bailed, is I was representing them, right? So I get invited on the show. At the time, Lotus Gold was like a really big account to be a part of, and it wasn't super clear the franchise situation out the beginning, like the way that a lot of the guys, like the purchasing managers, spoke was like, we're 20 stores, we XY, we're doing this, but that's not necessarily how it is. Like it is split up into,
You can get on that approved vendor list,
right.
but that doesn't mean that you're going to get you still got to get it's just like you got to talk the franchisees into wanting to buy your product.
Right.
Now, I will say, I think there was like several of them that were owned like maybe by corporate and operated by corporate, or a single person owned several of them.
Right.
Because I know that there was a few people that were not exactly big brands, but they were in a lot of them.
Well, I mean, so much so to where like I had, a couple of our investors, flew from out of state to come have a meeting, and then it was like a no call, no show type thing. It was just, it took a while, I think, for people to kind of catch up professionally. Like this, especially in the first couple years. I mean, it just wasn't a professional business. Like it's taken strides in the right direction, I think. You still have, I mean, we are what we are. We are the group of potheads. So, not early risers, a lot of us. We might have to reschedule, might forget dinner plans, you know what I mean? But no, and on the show, it was, I was kind of hoodwinked. And, like, in the middle of the show, like, they openly discussed some crimes that these guys had committed. I was like, oh, wow, I can't do this. I was like, hey, actually, I got to make a phone call. And I bailed. I was like, oof, I can't. I'm going to get fired for being a part of this. Like, but, you live, you learn. No, and we had, when we were Red Buddies.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? My brain's wanting to say Marcus Dupree, but I don't think it was. But
Jermaine Dupree.
No, it wasn't. Jermaine Dupree is
who am I thinking?
A rapper. Marcus. Well, Marcus is
my buddy. You're right. Marcus Dupree.
Yeah, from the Sooners. Had Boomer Kush. Marcus, shout out. Much love, brother. I believe he's still doing Boomer Kush on some level, or in Mississippi. But there was another podcast, but it wasn't Marcus, though. It was a different guy who played in the NFL. But Virgil was on the podcast, and that one was pretty cool. At the time, we had that RL Remedy pain cream, which Mama Virgil, shout out to you. That pain cream is just one of a kind. And I believe, I'm sure I'm allowed to say this, but they ended up selling, and they've got a big brand behind them now that's behind Red Buddy Licks. It's not a big brand, but a
brand that saved them.
Yeah, very squared away.
Those guys are good, and they're good people.
Well, and I did not want to see. Well, I wasn't sure. I didn't know if I ought to put that out there.
That? I just heard a weird noise.
We are in the haunted halls of the studio.
It sounded like a vibration or like a saw behind me.
I heard that. I don't know what that was, but that was weird.
You think it was a car? No shot.
Might have been. We're next to the highway.
Sorry. It startled me.
I don't want to tell everybody where we are.
I think
off
I
of
pooed
169. You pooted?
I think I had a little poot. Scared a poot right out of me.
Bro, so I don't want to put your business out.
Oh, no.
But I kind of do. But I don't. But I will.
My business out there.
Do you want to tell the listeners about the path that you're taking the last few days? Since we had our big discussion, our big warning sign?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It starts with an I and it ends with a vermectin. So we've got
Samantha just texted me in the middle of that.
We've got Brandon as a guinea pig. We just wanted to see. We want to test the road out a little bit.
Here's the thing, man. I fell in a rabbit hole. All right, that's what I'll say, folks. I fell in a rabbit hole, and I started looking into intestinal parasites. And
you're welcome.
I don't like it. I'll just say that.
It's a problem. Well,
I looked into what they can cause, like what they make you feel like, and I was like, you know what?
That's me.
That's
me. I'm riddled in worms.
I've got butthole worms. No, so I took just as a precautionary measure, I took a doctor-prescribed, medicated, metered dose of ivermectin. Yeah, what little Joe said.
You showed us, Joe. But go ahead, Brain.
Anyways, Joe. And so I took a full dose.
So what I imagine is, I'm sure we've all had puppies or at one point or another. But anytime you worm dogs, like they uncontrollably diarrhea shit for about a day and a half. Did you get a?
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't going to go into extreme detail.
Was it uncontrollable?
We're going to bust it.
Ruin your bathroom? Did you bust the bidet?
We're going to bust it wide open. So, I don't know about y'all, but, my entire life. Now, granted, I'm a very large man and have been a very, very fat man for a good portion of my life. I was a good 3 to 5 time a day pooper back in the day, and I don't do that anymore since I had my weight loss surgery and lost 160 pounds. But I'm usually good for one a day, one every 2 days, at the very most. But since we've been doing this weight loss challenge, and I've been changing my lifestyle and eating habits,
dude, who would have thunk being healthy? Man, you can't shit right. Mm-hmm. Who would have thunk?
Well, I think this is right. I think the way we shat our whole lives was just unhealthy.
I mean, I appreciate a good morning poo-poo. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm tracking. So, it's now that I'm doing this and I'm eating extremely healthy and making, very good life decisions, which is the coolest part about this diet, dude, is that it's not a diet. I 100% this is a lifestyle that I can continue to have. It's the mental has been good. I've been able to have a clear thinking, and I've been able to change my outlook on eating. And I'm not afraid, after we get through with this challenge, I'm not going to be afraid to go and have a dessert or a good meal or something. But I feel very good, and I'm very happy with the way life is going with this style of eating. And honestly, bro, I can't eat a lot anyway, so I don't miss eating shit foods. I've just ate shit foods because it's been a habit.
Well, it's cheaper.
Yeah, honestly,
delicious.
Really is,
it's more expensive to eat healthy. Number one, that's the first part. But I like eating, gross shit sometimes. Sometimes I like to check that box, but when you go, several weeks eating clean, and then you do eat something nasty,
I feel like shit.
You immediately feel it.
And the guilt.
It's actually crazy, but I almost need a day or two every couple weeks to remind myself, oh yeah, I'm doing this because of this. Yeah, because I feel better, I feel lighter, I feel healthier. I haven't been. I've got kids that go to different houses and go to friends' houses. It's very common for somebody in my house to be sick, and for me to catch it. I feel like I'm sick all the time. But I haven't been sick not one time since we've been doing this. I haven't even been close to being sick.
They call your Kelly, our pesticide analyst. He's a health nut. I mean, what is it, man? Sometimes smart people are just
too smart, too smart for their own good.
The guy eats so good.
He's pretty vegan, or I believe, right? Or pescatarian.
No, you're thinking of Hayden. He's the guy that he does our dilutions. He's a lab assistant, an analyst assistant. No, Kelly he's an actual analyst, a legit analyst. Does, and more so than that, the dude's just,
Hayden is just cussing you right now.
Well, no,
I'm an analyst too. I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy. No. Kelly dude is intelligent as hell. He's very smart, but he's also extremely down to earth too. But no, the dude is so healthy. He drinks kefir, some people call it, but I think it's called kefir, Kefir. It's like a yogurt milk drink. It's gross. I'll say that. It tastes like you're drinking milk as far as the consistency, but it's yogurt. And it's really, really disgusting, but it's extremely good.
It's plain yogurt. It's a probiotic.
It's a yogurt drink, though.
So, I bought one of these the other day.
Yeah,
or a couple weeks ago, and because it's not sweetened at all. Did you ever in high school? I don't know if it was home ec or what it was, but I had a class where we had to make our own yogurt.
Yeah.
And then you sweetened it with some kind of strawberry or raspberry preserve, and that's what gave it its flavor. It was that. It was before any sweetness touches it. Yogurt is gross.
One of my buddies, his dad, he's from Iran. He's full blood Iranian, and he makes yogurt, and they make it in a closet. They use a big pot, fill it up with whole milk, and then put a towel over it, and then I'm sure they do some other shit to it. I don't know the recipe, but then every once a week or every couple days, they go in and they ladle off after the big gelatin mold of yogurt forms. It has this top that's kind of concave, and it collects moisture on top, and they have to ladle it off. It's disgusting. But anyways, it takes a long time to make.
Yeah, it's gross.
But so, man, we've talked about 20 different things and hadn't finished one of them. But so Kelly has, dude eats cabbage and like, what's the word? Fermented, vegetables and stuff. Yeah. He eats like very like clean, like nuts and vegetables and meats and very clean, like like real cheese. Like, dude, like if you've ever gone and looked back there, you can just open our fridge, not the one on the right with all the drinks, but open the one on the left where people put their lunches, and just look. And you can look in there every day and know which one's Kelly's, because he'll have like kefir sitting there, like a block of goat cheese that's unopened, and like a salad every day. But it's like not a salad. It's like it'll be like cabbage or spinach and like no dressing, but like he'll do like some lemon or vinegar or something on it. And you
see, it's too like I do those little Salud probiotic yogurt shots. Those are actually kind of good, but I do those I don't know, at least a few times a week to try to get my gut right. But my problem is if I have to enjoy it, like you were saying a second ago, like a life change. Like, for me, like it has to be something that doesn't feel like a chore.
Yeah,
like if it feels like a chore, I'm gonna fail. And that's where like the diet that I'm doing, I can eat to over full. Like I can, that like I don't have to limit my portions.
I don't think you should though.
No, I shouldn't. No, you're 100% right. I shouldn't, but if I do, I'm not like, there's not that, I just ruined my whole diet. You know what I mean? Would it be wiser to not eat that? 100%. Would I probably lose faster? For sure. But I'll stop doing it. That's my problem, because my crazy brain will be like, I don't want to do this anymore. And
I was talking back there to him one day though, Kelly, and he was telling me that he says the gut, he's like, it's the second brain.
Your gut biome.
He's like, yeah, it's the second brain, dude. He was like, it affects everything. Like your awareness, your thinking, like everything it will affect the way you operate day to day. And when I went and had my weight loss surgery, I did that liquid diet.
Yeah.
And I did about a month of liquid diet, but it was like a hybrid. Like for 2 weeks, it was liquid for breakfast, liquid for lunch. Any snack throughout the day was liquid, and then at dinner, I would do like 2 to 4 ounces of like steamed, baked, or broiled meat, not fried. Basically, no, like very little fat, lean meat.
Well, and
chicken.
I remember steak. You were super locked in on this because it wasn't something that you.
I didn't want to die.
You're right. 100%.
Yeah. Well, fatty liver. Like if you have, like when they're doing that surgery, like the biggest complication that they can run into is that your liver is got too much fat or is swollen.
Right.
And so the goal of that is to shrink the size of your liver. It's not really to lose weight per se. It's just to shrink the size of your liver.
The swelling or the
inflammation. Because they have to literally operate. Like the video I have of my surgery, you can actually see him working.
Yeah.
If you'll notice, my liver has been pushed off to the side and they're working on my stomach. And like he was telling me, like some people that don't take it seriously, like their liver is so big that the complications they can have is like harming the liver because it's in the way.
Well, and you can't go without one of those.
No.
Like you got to have that part.
Like you can lose a little piece of it, and I don't even think that works well.
No. That's like I watched one of my baby mamas have a C-section, and it's one of those I'll never forget it. They literally just like put it on top, kind of, and like I'm sitting there like looking at her, and she's all drugged up, kind of like
they don't feel a thing.
Just kind of like, and then organs out, like, and I'm like
out of the body. I'm like, oh,
well, I'm even like, do I need to like not breathe that way? like I feel like I'm contaminated. Like, what are we doing here? It was traumatic. I've seen births almost every way a birth can happen, I think.
Well, you have 10 kids, so.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty intense shit, which I will say, and this is not just me kissing ass, but my wife's our daughter's birth was the coolest one, like for sure. It was because we had our daughter, which little bird turns 4 this 5th of August. Birthday party this Sunday. Holla at your boy. Snow cones.
Bounce house. No fat asses.
Little temporary tattoos. Yeah. There's a weight limit. That thing was expensive.
I'm invited, but I am not allowed on the bounce house.
No bounce house. That's for later. I told Cameron, I was like, we fucking on that bounce out. You know what I'm saying? At some point, that thing gonna be there. It's gonna be late. And everybody gonna be in bed. And we're gonna figure it out.
Sneak outside.
Yeah, I've always had a Chuck E. Cheese fantasy, and we get to make it happen, bro. Or DZ Discovery Zones for the OGs out there.
Hey, I haven't heard that word in forever.
Oh, bro, DZ Discovery Zone
jam,
was,
bro.
Chuck E. Cheese was very mid.
None of these kids know about DZ Discovery Zone.
Were those here?
Yeah.
Like Oklahoma had?
You know where on 71st on your way to the mall, like if you get off 169 and head towards the mall?
Yeah.
On the right, there's that Bye Bye Baby. You know where the Guitar Center is?
Yeah.
Guitar Center, that was DZ Discovery Zone.
No
Yeah,
way.
100%.
Dude, that was, DZ.
I spent more time there. Well, actually, Celebration Station, I spent the most time at because of the go-karts. But
Well, that's like bells for you in Celebration Station, or like, that's y'all's like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, we had Castle Park, and that was like our bells.
it pisses me off, too, because there's a Celebration Station in Oklahoma City.
It's the same. It's identical.
Yeah, apparently they pretty much all are. I didn't know that, but they're like,
Yeah, I didn't know there was more than
They're
one
very cut
until
and dry.
you drive by it and see the bumper boats. Dog, those bumper boats
oh, they're so fun.
are great. No, I took a couple of my kids there within the last
Dude,
2 years.
it looks run down. That's why I'm like, dude. And also, why
It's the
hell?
same as it was. I think it was always dog shit, kind of.
Man, I feel like back in the day, it was nice.
Yeah, but you were a child back in the
that's
day.
fair.
Everything
That's
was
fair.
cool.
That's
You know
fair.
what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
But no, we got to we had our baby during COVID, which was dope because nobody was allowed to come. Like
Yeah.
it was literally just like mine and her in our new baby's moment. We were there for like 2 days maybe, and so it was just super unique, super cool. Like it was like a kind of a once in a lifetime thing because doubt we're gonna go down that path again. Knock on wood. Hopefully we don't quarantine and shut down. The T virus shows back up.
None of that, please. For the love of God.
It's
Shit was the worst.
but no. So this week, big week, we've got the Terp Float going on. I mean, I don't think I've talked to somebody who's not at least gonna be there in some shape, form, or another. It's turned into. I mean, Cowboy Cup, Terp Float, Harvest Fest. I feel like are the big three right now.
Yeah.
I wish because we used to have.
And realistically, Terp Float and Cowboy Cup, because
I agree.
Harvest Fest is not even as big as the others. It's very niche. Like, it's more. I think they call all of them festivals,
Right.
but it's the only one that's like a fest.
No, Harvest Fest
You know
is
what I
a
mean? Like, it's a
festival.
festival.
Yeah. It's a whole vibe. No, Harvest
Yeah.
Fest is really cool, man. I like it.
100%.
It's if we didn't do what we do as just a patient and like a fan of the industry, I would definitely like to go and camp and be a part of it.
Yeah.
But doing what we do, it's just slightly a different lane.
Yeah, and we can't, like...
It's
first of
definitely
all-
more about the fun than the work part of it. Cowboy Cup, I think, is the best in regards to everybody that goes there that's not a patient is going there, with the intention to, meet new people, connect.
See, man, I think Terp Float is.
Well, I'll be straight with you. I've never been to Terp Float. This will be the first time I've ever gone. So
When you see the festival side of it, you'll see it's like... I think... I'm not going to say more people are at Terp Float because I think Cowboy Cup maybe has more booths. But Cowboy Cup, a third of the booths are usually stuff that people really don't care about. Like a lot of it's like, like vendors and like people that sell trinkets and, for God's sakes, not to be mean, but labs, like there's not a lot of people that are going there to see a lab or they're going there to see, to buy trinkets. It's just since I'm here, that's cool.
or
Nobody's at Terp Float that like it's all brands.
ogre people who make, paintings that are really cool, like very unattractive ogre types that
Yeah.
just make paintings that are really ogre-y. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Just like ugh.
Yeah, gross.
Gross.
Yeah, agreed. Disgusting. Anywho, yeah. So, main stage on Thursday. I still haven't heard back on that air show. He did text me back. He said, "Oh, it's a band."
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Those are all bands.
Okay.
Here,
So
scroll down a touch.
Air Show is a band. Giant Walking Robots, Sartorius. I'm assuming that's how we say that.
When is the man Josh MF in Hampton?
Shit. Oh, shit.
What'd you do there?
That's just all my text messages.
When is he doing his tattoo thing? Is that still live? Is that going? Josh Grizzly?
I don't know. I should probably text him. Hopefully we didn't say something that ain't gonna
Well,
happen.
I mean, he put it out on Facebook. So
Oh,
it's
he
not-
did? Okay. All right.
Yeah, he did. He I think he's doing like his Grizzly brand. He's got somebody out there.
Oh,
tatting
the free
people.
tattoo thing.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
He was going to do a tattoo. Anybody that wanted a tattoo, if you would get his brand tattooed, he would do it for free.
I'll
It's like a little.
I'll do that today, bro. Yeah, we'll put it on the neck.
It's a cool tattoo.
I've got plenty of.
Hey,
dumb
I love
tattoos.
Josh. That's my dog. I ain't getting his tattoo. I
Bro,
ain't
well,
getting his tattoo. I ain't doing it.
his logo, pretty
cool
dope.
shit.
Yeah,
No,
it's pretty dope. I'm here for it.
I say that I'd probably do it. I put it on my ass next to the.
Yeah, so you have a smiley face. What do you know?
Do it. No, he's got to test with us if we do that. Fuck that.
Hit him up right now. Call him. You're
Bro,
live on the Controlled
you're
Burn.
coming
We
to
get
test.
the Grizzly logo tattooed on our ass cheeks and put it out on social media. You will at least send us a round of testing. Come on, let's make it happen.
Do it. Terp stage, main stage. This is Saturday. The Voyager, Abe Lincoln. I see what they did there. That's good.
Hey, Blinken.
Serotonin, Stereo Sounds, and Morning Coffee. Why is there so different?
It
Special River
sounds
set.
so fun though.
Special River set. Oh, that's going to be done on the river, I'm assuming, or next to it.
The river stage. What's and that's so it does not go Sunday. Hey, I did want to attention. Be careful on the river this weekend. There has been a lot of kind of like out of nowhere flood type situations, and I know it's supposed to rain a couple times between now and this weekend. I've even heard rumors of potential floating closures. Like it's getting a little weird. I know it hasn't rained as much as it was, but you got to think that river is fed by. I'm pretty sure it's a runoff off the Mississippi at a certain point, so it's always being fed water in Just because rain's not happening in Oklahoma doesn't mean there's a problem with the Illinois River. So just be careful. If you can't swim, for sure. I mean, even if you can't swim, you ought to probably have a life jacket on. Me and Brandon have spent. It's been a long time, but we're pretty versed on that river. We've been down it quite a few times. We've been down it at its lowest, and we've been down it at pretty high. There are some weird currents that'll kind of get you.
No, there wasn't. No, you talking about the one that almost killed you? There was no current.
That wasn't a current.
You were
That was-
extremely drunk, and you got your head pinned under a log.
Well, I was stuck in a thing where the water, like a rapid. I was kind of stuck on a
if
rapid.
you want to call it a rapid, sure.
I mean,
For the sake to make us sound cooler here, if you want to call it a rapid, that's fine. It's a very, very small rapid because there was a log underwater, and Shane decides to some fucking how get his head and neck under this fucking log. Ugh, what a situation.
I didn't do it on purpose.
No, but man, you just don't respect me near enough for a man that saved your life,
Ooh, give her a dance.
What'd you try first?
Both
Which one did you go first?
chocolate.
See, I feel like I need to end with chocolate.
I will say, the strawberry is pretty nice. I'm pretty for a zero sugar.
So this is for everybody that's wondering. We've never had these. Me and
Yeah.
Shane like to try new shit.
They're not a sponsor, but
No,
they
they're
could
definitely
be.
not. They could be though. Split, SPYLT, caffeinated strawberry milk, 20 grams of protein, 90 calories, 0 grams of sugar. Caffeinated chocolate and strawberry milks.
They sell these at Quick Trip and the little island of deliciousness.
That strawberry is phenomenal.
Bro, it's nice.
Everybody, the producers are like looking.
Yeah,
at
everybody's looking
Which
around.
one?
They have been sleeping this whole show until we pop out the strawberry and the chocolate milk.
Oh wow,
Dude, for a zero sugar product, I'm just saying, I'm gonna be
those are
living.
so good.
They're great, and
Don't let your kids get a hold of it because it's got some caffeine in it. 60 milligrams a can. I mean, that's about a half of what a Red Bull is, but still, that's a respectable
Dog.
amount of caffeine.
it's lactose free.
Oh yeah, it's not going to put you in the pooper.
Yeah, buddy.
60 milligrams per can. A serving size is 1 can. 90 calories. Yeah, no, that's a decent, like,
I just got a text
it's
message.
got 3 carbs.
And I'm not going to open it until we get through this. But in all caps, my wife says, "What did I say?" with the clapping hands.
Oh,
so somehow, some way, your boy fucked up. I don't
Hopefully.
know.
Maybe. It could be about, maybe she tried to say something.
That sounds like an "I told you so."
Yeah.
Just a brewing. Just a waiting. And you know what?
Bro,
we're gonna park it.
you ought to go put those in the fridge so they stay cold by the end of this show.
So
he wants to try one so bad.
actually, that's a great idea. But do you have a water?
No. Be gone. Now the show just got better, baby. Now we're going to take it down a notch and get real sexy. Oh, never mind. He's back. Fuck. Yeah. So about that. Ivermectin, Tahlequah, Illinois River.
Oh, hey, I'm waiting for a response on this. I was really hoping to catch it before the end of this episode, but I might not. Does our boy Jed have 2 phone numbers? Because I sent him a text and it did a weird thing. Or he might be in a shady area trying to get all these signature places ready.
I've only got one, the one that ends in 49.
Either way, he is going to be dropping a list of locations. I've heard there's about 200 plus locations so far that are going to be collecting signatures. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I think that date is August 5th or 6th that they're starting. I'm pretty sure it is. I could be wrong by plus or minus a day. But next week is the signature collection process. There are several volunteers that are going to be collecting signatures, several dispensaries across the state, and there will be a list of locations. As soon as that list is public, we're going to drop it on our page. We will share it on the show, and me and Brandon on our own social medias, we'll put it out there. If you have any questions, concerns, literally pick this thing apart. If you have a problem with it, I want to know, because I haven't met one person outside of the people that just have a problem with our industry as a whole.
What are we having to pick apart?
837.
Yeah.
If they have any questions, I want to. I just want to. Even with Jed, I want to steelman it. Like, why? And there hasn't been one reasonable dislike that I've seen yet.
Bro, I don't think there is any. I can't think of anybody.
It's
I'm
the
not
common
even talking
sense
about outside of the industry. I'm not even talking about inside the industry.
I've seen people that are just overall haters of everything we do.
Sure.
And I get it. That's just education.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Well, I've got people in my family that I love dearly, that they just have this misconception of what it
Call
is.
them out.
I will not.
Tara? Let me find out, Tara. Let me find out, Aunt Tata.
No, but
Is it your dad?
I've seen a shift, because my mom has had a lot of medical problems in the last few years, and there's been a few
Damn
things
it,
that
Bill.
have really helped her out. That's kind of changed the way that their minds are on it. Because you got to think, bro, our parents' generation plus, all of that stuff is kind of always been correlated with gangs and criminals and
Reefer Madness, baby.
mischief. You're right. It's when they think that, and when you use the term drug, this is a Schedule 1 drug, it sounds scary. It sounds dangerous. It's something that it's a reasonable thing to think if you've lived in that bubble and if you've been fed the information you've been fed. We fortunately, we've been doing this since the beginning, so we kind of got to. I think we had an idea of what it was before we actually started in this. We went to Colorado, peeked around a little bit. This is the most part of it is people having fun and taking, their medicine the way they want to. But we've seen a lot of people really benefit health-wise, quality of life type benefits, like people that with major back issues or major, like cancer, like people that have daily quality of life problems, people that are on chemotherapy,
even addicts, bro. And I know that sounds crazy, but like I know I've spoke to at least 2 guys that I know of, I can think of, that were heavy. At least one of them was heavy, like heavy heroin, some sort of opiate user. The one that's coming to my brain, I talked about actually on this show before. He was a heroin addict. I mean, straight smack, bro. Like, dude was on heroin. Heroin. That boy. You know what I'm saying? That A stuff. All right. Anyway, he was on heroin and got clean. Tried to go to the Suboxone clinics, the methadone clinics.
Right.
It always led back. Dude got himself clean on THC. High doses of THC to get through the withdrawal. But now, don't get me wrong. The dude had to make a decision, in his head.
Absolutely.
It ain't gonna. It's not. You're not gonna magically take it and all your problems go away. Like, let me find out.
Well, and
You're
there's
rich and
going
you
to
got
be
a big wiener
people
now.
that are hating on that. They're like, well, he just traded one addiction for the other. Well, check it out. We have somebody who lobbies for a company that we work with and that we're advocates with. And this guy was a state trooper for 25 years. And you've heard people say this, but coming out of a guy who's actually boots on the ground, who's done the work.
100%.
He's like, in my 25 years as a state trooper, not one time did I ever see somebody murder somebody because they were too high on pot, or beat up their wife because they were too high on pot, or abuse their children because, like, he's like, not one time. He's like, don't ask me about alcohol. Don't ask me about anything else.
Well, that same guy, he was like, not once did we ever have to go to a DUI crash, and he was like, did some people have THC in their system? Sure, but every person DUI crash was some other form of illicit or non-illicit narcotic.
Well, and you
alcohol, number
drive.
1 cause, obviously. No, I mean, here's the thing: you shouldn't drive.
But if we're gonna play the game of what's worse, you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to sit here and act like we're defending, like that's
because we're not.
We're not.
Hard stance against it.
But if you have to, it's just like when people, we've had enough friends or peers that have gone to prison and. They get out and they find God and they go 150% into religion, and that becomes their new kind of addiction to fill the void.
That's an addiction. That is addictive personality, period.
They're going to be addicted to something because the wiring somewhere is crossed, something happened, and they need something to kind of keep them grounded or keep them, right. Me and you, we are very prone.
To the wall.
Well, we're prone to be addicts.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So we have to kind of check ourselves in moderation on how we do anything, whether it be collecting Pokemon cards or, it's very easy for us to find something fun and then go all the way into it. And then, you got to catch them all.
How many have we had? Man, Pokemon, freaking UFC cards, freaking masturbation. No, I'm just kidding.
Just Marvel Snap.
Marvel Snap. We're just, balls to the walls kind of guys, man. I'm just saying,
Well, I think with what we do and being good at what we do, it takes a certain personality type. And
tick a little differently.
Because I didn't, even when we were like in our crazy years, like the party years, I was never big on weed. Like pot wasn't like my thing.
It was never really like, I guess I had a bigger stint on it than you did.
But and you were kind of around it. Like I wasn't never really around it. Pot. Yeah, like I smoked pot with your mom before I ever smoked pot with you. I'm pretty positive.
Open and loud.
And you were
my mom got high with all my friends and I couldn't.
Well, and what was funny, the backward you could smoke cigarettes, but you couldn't smoke pot.
Yeah.
It was the like.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Well, and that's that's where we were at.
That was once again, that's the stigma of pot. Like, it's just a stigma. It really, like I said, I'm not condoning it, but like, if my daughters grow up and went to college and they became partiers, I would be much more concerned if they were going out every Friday and Saturday drinking hard as shit than if they were going over to their friends and smoking weed. Like, I would be I don't want them to do either. during the developmental
Right.
phase, the college area and down, obviously, like it's not the ideal time to be doing anything like that. But
Right.
I'd be much more concerned if they were getting heavy into drinking.
Well, and I don't
just
know
would.
this. I'm so far removed from that lifestyle and that world, but I've seen a few headlines over the last couple months that they're not going quite as hard as we used to.
Yeah, I know.
Like, which is great.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
it's
Pussies.
right, right. You know what? You haven't almost died 100 times
Yeah,
since before
what?
20. Like, what do you mean?
You've never been almost dead in a field somewhere in Yale, Oklahoma?
Like, I don't know if I'm going to wake up when I fall
Have
asleep.
to grab the ground beneath you to keep from falling off the face of the earth?
I think that partly due to cannabis, I know there's been a lot of people shift.
I'd say that plays a role.
Well, and just, I mean, you know, knowledge, information, like all these people dying of fentanyl has really, I mean, pushed people the other way from, like, you know, wanting to mess around with cocaine or, which is great. Like,
Hell of a good time.
Well,
cocaine? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
I have enough boys and, you know, dudes from about 15 to about 21. Terrifying. Like,
Yeah,
it's
100%.
we are, I mean, just impulsive creatures, and you're only thinking with one brain.
Yeah.
And that brain is
And it's actually two of them, and they're dangling one right below.
well, you know, I'm damn near 40 at this point, and I mean, and that brain takes over from time to time. And when I was 19, there was no, I mean, you know, the shit that we did to get that worked out.
I've been sitting there wondering, like, how's he going to say this?
No, I mean, yeah, we would drive for hours. It's just, yeah.
Think about it. Remember me and Jesse Bean driving to Oklahoma City because they were in a it was
Shout out, Jesse.
shout out Jesse. No, the girl that he really liked, and it was a girl that I liked, believe it or not. And I'm not gonna say.
Was
her
it
name.
also a girl I liked?
No.
Did I know this one?
No, this one is not the one you're currently
Not
married to.
Not,
this is
not that
another one.
Yeah, a different one.
So he had a truck we called it the Shiny 90, and it was a 90 Chevy, no bed. Do you remember that truck?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it had no bed on it. I think it was a crew cab. Didn't have the full four doors, I don't think. Maybe it did. I can't remember. Anyways,
It had the extended, but not the doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No bed on it, and the taillights were literally chicken wired to the back of the frame, just so it could be, you know, quote unquote legal. I just don't know even if that was a thing. But
That truck was pretty quick too.
It was fun.
Yeah,
I think maybe because it had less weight because there's no bed. But who knows? But dude, let me tell you, this truck. Jesse's always been good at working on shit, so I'm fairly positive when he got this truck, it was a turd.
POS,
But
yeah.
it was an even bigger turd, like a non-running turd.
Right.
And this truck, I mean, it drove, and that's all it did. But he had, you know, we're broke. We're in high school, you know. But he had tires on this thing. You could literally grab a bundle of the wires that was showing on these tires. Like, it threw sparks when it drove because the wires were. And we drove 95 on the way to Oklahoma City to go to the volleyball tournament that was in the at the time it was the Cox Arena because that was the biggest thing we had there. I don't think the big one had been built yet. And we drove there just to literally be there for 45 minutes to an hour to watch this volleyball tournament. Yeah, just his ex-girlfriend that he was, you know, I don't need to say names here, but he was in love with.
Right.
And then another girl that was on that volleyball team that I had a pretty good crush on. And we just drove there, and the whole time, there was no reason. We didn't have very much money. We were broke, but we had the Shiny 90, and we had a dream.
No, and you might have seen Jesse around. If you are, if you've been running around Tulsa for at least the last 20 years, and you ever saw a reddish Honda 93 hatchback with D's nuts written on the back.
Get off these nuts or something like
It
that.
just
What was
said D's nuts.
Is that what it said?
D's
Okay, I
nuts.
couldn't
And that
remember.
was before the...
But it was like painted on the back bumper.
It was painted in silver.
It looked like honestly, it looked like someone took paint there and scrubbed off the red paint. But
yeah, because it looked like primer.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
D's
it was D's nuts.
loud ass little Honda
Dude,
Civic
he
two-door.
called me. So me and Jesse lived together for a period of time, and he called me one day because he ran out of gas, right between Yale and Sheridan on I-44. This is middle of the day. Calls me. I roll up, come pick him up, run over to get gas in the gas can real quick. Come back. His windows are busted out. His system was stolen. I mean, we weren't gone for 10 minutes.
Oh, he went with you?
Yeah, me and him both went to the gas station together.
My God.
Literally in 10 minutes. They pulled over midday, bust his windows out, take his stereo, take his speakers. It was back when you would like take your deck with you.
The deck plate?
Yeah. When you would go anywhere. No, you weren't cool unless you had a deck plate.
Oh,
like that
dude,
was
no,
that was the time.
Dude, I remember like you would because men don't carry purses, so you just put your deck plate in the if you had a nice one, it came with a carrying case.
Right.
And you would throw that bitch in your back pocket or something. When you went into the store, it went in with you. And you get back in, you start your car, and then you throw the deck plate on just so wait a second for it to have to fire up. Jesse always had that Dual. It was made by Dual, which was, it's like you can get them for, right now, I think Walmart still sells this brand of deck, which is crazy that we even have those anymore. But you can still buy them. And I want to say they're like $90 now. But not the one with the screen.
You can really still buy the...
You can absolutely still buy decks at Walmart, Best Buy, all that.
I bet they're expensive because they're more
they're cheap.
niche.
They're like $90.
Really?
For not for this double the one I'm about to explain, but
VCRs are expensive. I was looking at VCRs
crazy.
I have a bunch of old Disney movies, and I was like, man, I'm looking at a VCR. They're wild. Like they're
crazy.
$300-400.
That's like ancient technology now. But no, but it had the deck, and it would it didn't. Like press the button and the screen slow as shit, and then it had a massive like touch screen on it, slow as shit. You press a button and it would finally register it 8 seconds later. But like we thought it was just the best shit in the world,
And now
because you could change the colors on.
Fast forward to 2025, and we've got our fearless leader Matthew. His screen on his wagon is insane.
Oh,
like
so,
you can
yes.
see the screens behind you. You can see from above, like camera. Like if you ever for whatever reason had enemies in your car, you could watch them the whole time. Like it's
so he's
wild.
got our boss has a 2023 or 2024
plate number is a Tango 34
Jeep Grand Wagoneer. And dude, it's the baddest of the bad.
Oh,
and,
it's so cool,
bro. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm pretty proud of this because like he hit me up and he was like, "Man, I really want to get rid of my truck. The miles are getting up there, but I don't want to pay the same kind of payment because he had a big old payment. It was a brand new. It was an
no, what's
$80,000
wild
truck.
is like,
bro, we got him in this Jeep Wagoneer,
and it's
which
so much cooler.
this truck, this Jeep Grand Wagoneer, stickered. It was like 116, I think, or something like that. No, he didn't pay anywhere near that. It was higher than that. It was like 120. It was like 126. Yeah, 6 in. I remember that.
I know where you ended at. I don't know if we want
half price. Yeah, got it for $60,000.
Crazy.
Yeah,
like crazy.
And lowered his payment almost $300 a month.
To drive, I mean,
Pretty good, damn good deal.
You're driving a computer.
Yeah,
like
but it only had like 20-something thousand miles on it when he bought it, and he got it for half price, no wrecks, no nothing like that. Dude, screens everywhere. Even so, okay, you got the main screen, then you've got his dash cluster is basically one big screen. Then you've got screens on both the headrests, behind the headrest. Then the driver's seat in the front has a screen, and it controls the back screens. You can watch your own movie on it. It's got hookups and HDMIs on every one of the screens.
Right.
It's got massaging seats, but it's got so if you've ever been in like a minivan where the front, like you hit it and it comes down, it's got that like little mirror so you can look at the back seat. His does that, but it also has a camera back there with a fisheye lens, and then one from where you can just see every inch of the back of the vehicle. Man, Jeeps are so dope, dude.
No, for
Jeep and Dodge right now, in my opinion, and maybe I'm biased because the last vehicles I sold were Dodge Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, all those. But I think they're so much better just because I think their technology is better. Like, they've got some dope shit going on. Jeep is...
No, so I wanted to...
and they were the last to say F you to the EPA, and, like, all these companies were... like stop, like like the Ford Mustang's gone. The only Mustangs I think they're making now are the electric ones. They're like an electric SUV.
Yeah.
And like all the like the badass shit's gone, but like Dodge was kind of the last one. And like as a last hurrah, they started making those Demons and then the red eye Hellcats.
The Hellcats are
dude, those Dodge Demons are like,
and the Raptors are sweet.
The Raptors are Ford. You're talking about the TRX.
Yeah, the TRX.
The TRX is sick, dude.
Bro.
But yeah, the Dodge Demon, it's how many horsepower? It's like Dodge Demon horsepower. It's like,
well, it's the Hemi.
yeah, it's 1,225 horsepower at 6,500 RPMs, and that's running it on E85.
That's stock?
That's factory.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's
it produces
crazy.
945 foot-pounds of torque.
So
That's stupid. Think about that, dude.
I was gonna.
We're at a point in life where you buy a factory Dodge car. Now, granted, they're not cheap. They're freaking $100,000.
You better get them now.
Well, you can't buy them.
Yeah,
They're just impossible.
In the next 50 years, I think we're making a big shift to autonomous vehicles. I think that's the
that's
the move,
dude. I don't know all the
for insurance reasons, for like wrecks. Like we are going to slowly but surely lose our driving capabilities. Like and if you think about it, because of the advances and everything, I mean, nobody grows up nowadays learning how to drive a stick. You know what I mean?
No.
Like driving a stick is something that no one knows. Like I've got my two oldest, I've had them practice when I did have mine that was a stick, just to know how to put it into first gear, get the second, reverse, just
in case the zombie apocalypse happens and they gotta get into.
I mean, but it's one of those fading things, and I know that like the big push politically is just the money that all these companies will save, the lives that because I know they're running numbers on like all the Teslas that are out there, and like I know like Rolls-Royce has their own version of autonomous car, or Volvo. They just
You're talking about just autonomous, not electric, right?
Well, it would be both. I mean, you can't. I don't think you can have autonomous.
What's a world? I think you can. What's a world? Think about it,
Blade
bro.
Runner.
Lithium mines are a problem. They're a real problem. What the hell are we going to do if we try to go to all electric vehicles?
Well,
we're not going to be able to produce
have
that amount of lithium.
That's the problem right now, because I know California, they passed like a bunch of like in their EPA regulations, and that's why like in the trucking company, a lot of businesses will not go to California to pick up, because it's so. The vehicles allowed in and out of California are so much stricter and tighter than anywhere else in the country. They just skip those loads, and you
see them all. Like if you ever see, bro, I hate California. I really do. Think about it. Everything you buy,
Cali. I will say,
fuck California.
Comedian Bill Burr, and I never heard anybody say this, but just because you said that, it triggered this. I listen to his podcast occasionally. He's hilarious. If you don't know who Bill Burr is, just Google Bill Burr Philadelphia and then tell me thank you later. But he said the other day, because he's like, man, it drives me crazy when I hear people, Americans, saying that they hate a state. They hate, he's like, you always hear people say they hate California. He's like, it's not California's fault that their government sucks. He's like, at the end of the day, he's like, they're a part of the team. They're us. California's us. Texas is us. New York is us. We're all on the same team. He's like, you're pointing your hate the wrong way. Don't hate Californians. Hate the people that are making the ridiculous rules for them. And you could
they voted them in though.
Well, and so you could break it down that way for sure. But I think they're learning. Like, I mean, enough people that have moved out of California, I think they're maybe starting to get the message. Like, you can't like whack people over the. I mean, think of all the celebrities that left because of the taxes. Like, they're like hold on. Like, I can go one state over and bring home this much more money every year. Like, it's like, come on.
One state to the east, not one state to the south or north.
Definitely not to the west.
I mean north.
Yeah, the west isn't going to.
Well, that's going to put you in the ocean.
You go to Hawaii. You go far enough.
What would be directly west of California? Maybe Russia? I don't know.
8.8 magnitude earthquake.
Man. Yeah, anyways. No, fuck California. I'll say it. Like, everything you buy has a California warning. Just because it may be sold in California, so it's got to have that warning. Contains blah 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 phenylephrine or whatever, because
they're doing away with the dyes.
May create cancer based on a California study, then also the California EPA thing, or not the EPA, but California emissions thing. Yeah, every truck, every big rig truck has got a sticker with the silhouette of California, and it says California clean certified clean idle.
Well, you have to
shit ass.
You have to have and it's been so long since I've been on this side of the fence, I'm missing the verbiage, but you have to have a specific kind of like DEF kit put into your truck for whatever your emissions is.
Regular DEF?
And you can't like, you literally, like, it's California specific, so it's gas ineffective. Like, if you try to run that way everywhere, you would just be losing money because the power offset, right? Like, because you lose here, and so you're working harder on this side of it, and so it's literally like, it's just it's not efficient. Like, that's and you see in, like, what was it, 1 or 2 years ago, Texas had this big power outage, and Texas really got put on blast because their grid can't hold. I think it was during the summer, and everybody was running ACs, and they just literally, their grid crashed.
Shit.
Yeah, and this was within the last couple of years. Like, it was a pretty, like, it was eye-opening, because you're like, oh, dude, like, you guys want to go fully autonomous. And that's what, like, my point with California was, they made some law by like 2030, like 70% of cars sold from dealerships have to be electric cars. I'm pretty positive they went backwards on it because they don't have the actual grid capability of
to charge all these damn cars.
Right.
But think about it like this, man. Or think about this for a second. All this got pushed because, save the environment, which, sure, I get the sentiment there, but, like, they want to switch to electric vehicles to save the environment because, less emissions. But they're literally raping the earth with these lithium mines. Like, bro, they're bad. Like, I'm not going to start stating, like, start trying to quote facts that I read, but I fell into a little rabbit hole about the lithium mine thing. Well, it's not efficient. Like,
the labor is awful. Like, the labor is
for sure.
Is
These
terrible.
guys they're paid like shit because they're not in America, obviously. Like,
right.
I don't think there's any lithium mines here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so.
In some cases, they might not be getting paid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Life might be payment.
Yeah, maybe it's indentured servants.
Yeah,
for life.
It's tough.
So stupid.
No, we're
don't get me wrong. I think some electric. I want a Tesla. Not because of anything, not because of Elon, not because of anything. I think they're cool shit. I really want a Cybertruck. I would like any Tesla, but I think if I were going to purchase it, I'd probably just wait and get a Cybertruck, even though
they're sweet.
I've been reading a whole lot of shit about, like, some of the problems they have.
My man Joe Rogan shot an arrow at one, and it did not hurt it.
Oh, it did good?
Uh-huh.
Did you watch the reveal when they did it? When they
did the ball? Yeah. Yeah, poor Elon. He was like, oh, well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
That wasn't supposed to happen, yeah. That's so funny.
That guy, dude.
Those guys are badass, though.
Well,
they're so badass.
Elon gets so much hate. Well, and like you, the fact that you had to say what you just said when you mentioned Tesla, like, it's not a political statement driving a car. No, people are
some people like them.
Well, you don't have to be all the way one thing or the other.
Dude, yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like, I see, I've got one person, and probably doesn't listen to the show.
I know who you're talking about.
If you think this is you, it is. But I watch this person weekly in, like, just battle on behalf of the left. Like, battle. Like, calling out, direct family,
That's crazy,
friends,
bro.
like, losing relationships left and right. And I'm like, to be all in in somebody else's game that you have no control over.
I'll never get it.
I don't I get and we're never gonna get into politics here. Like
No,
we've
not
got
like
in
that,
enough trouble
yeah.
talking about science. Like we ain't we ain't in politics.
So let me get this straight. You guys are scientists, politicians, and doctors? I tell you what.
A little bit of a historian as well. That drunken history. Disclaimer, we have no idea what we're talking about. We are just talking. Isn't that right, little Joe?
Tell him, little Joe.
Stockton, motherfucker.
Calling out family.
Yeah, I lost. Well, yeah, I just I feel like because it makes you want to like as somebody that like like I like to help people like just in general. I just want to be like, let me pull you to the side. Come here.
Yeah.
Like let
Let's
Uncle
whisper something in your ear.
Shane holler at you real quick,
Bro.
But all that will do is blow up in your face. Like it's just it'll never work.
I hate that we've gotten away from like being able to like talk about like you should be able to sit around and talk about politics with your family and like
and disagree
and then just be able to move on from it.
Right.
Like in your head, I don't think there's anything wrong with like walking away and being like, man, you're stupid. You know what I mean? Like, but like when it becomes a verbal or a physical altercation over politics, I'm like, man, check it out. I voted for who I voted for, and I voted for them because I think that they align the most with what I agree with, right? I don't give a shit past that.
Nobody else has to agree with you
Because check it
apparently
out.
51% of the country did. But
Yeah,
you
friends and my family, LOL. My friends and my family, whether they voted for the left or the right or the one in the middle, that just kind of a waste of vote if you did, but it is what it is. Whether you agree with that or not, like you're my family or you're my friend or you're even a potential. I'll never know Donald Trump. I'll never know Kamala Harris. I'll never know Hillary Clinton, Bill Gates, whoever.
they're far friendlier with each other than they're ever going to be with us.
Oh yeah, and they
on
don't
either
even
side.
like each other.
You know,
You know what I
allegedly,
mean?
like
They're never going to go out of their way to help you do anything personally. It's like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like
they are in a business,
Blows my
and their
mind.
business is America. And you've got two big companies that compete against each other every 4 years. You know what I mean?
You're exactly right.
We are the commodity, and it's just good to know where you stand in the world. Because at the end of the day, like as bad as y'all might think it might be, there ain't another place any of us would rather be.
No,
I'm guessing.
shit, no, dude.
Like it's right. It's
Shane Davis,
shifty.
2028, maybe.
2060 something.
You old enough? What's the minimum? It's like 35.
No, you gotta be
president,
at
right?
least 50, don't you?
No, but I think actually you have to be 35, right?
That sounds.
There is an age requirement for
That
president.
sounds right.
I think it's 35.
I don't think because who was the youngest president? Maybe
Dude.
Kennedy.
Next show, we should do. We should queue up some, not like political, but like government trivia, like just to see who knows the most about like like
Dude,
term limit, minimum age, shit like that. I'm gonna.
when
hit you with
is
something.
when's the next like national holiday like that?
I don't know.
Like we like.
4th of July just
Hold on.
passed, bro. That's all I got.
We're fitting to be in August.
Labor
right?
Day?
Yeah, Labor Day is
Yeah.
September. Yeah. That's the. Which I don't even know what that one. That's work day that you get to take off.
I always thought it was for women for having labor.
Really?
No.
That's what I was going to say. That's what you thought.
I really don't know what it's for.
I have no idea what it's for, but I know it has something to do with work.
Oh, I meant to tell you that you're wrong earlier. I'm gonna call you out on this. Hold on.
Usually, most of the time.
You son of a bitch! You were wrong about something.
Hey, I need a sip of something.
well,
My mouth is so dry.
Never mind.
What's his next to you?
It's empty, dead empty. I've slurped it all out.
Will you
The
spit in
Illinois
my
River.
mouth?
Yeah, Daddy. This podcast is about to go into a whole new. We're about to get a whole new checkbox.
Can we go ahead and switch to the Patreon?
The Illinois River in Arkansas and Oklahoma is primarily fed by springs in the Ozark Mountains. These springs are located in Washington County, Arkansas, near the communities of Hogeye and Onda. The river then flows west into Oklahoma. In addition to the springs, the river is also fed by the tributaries and surface runoff within its watershed and feeds into the Arkansas River. It don't even touch the Mississippi.
So hold on. In a spring is coming from the earth, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's my understanding.
Not wild.
Just earth
Just
water.
forever running. Just from.
Man, you know what I want to do? I wouldn't last very long, but I'm not kidding you.
Don't
One
tell
of
me
these
you wanna go
days.
cave.
No shit.
Hell no.
I mean, like, if there was an easily accessible cave that I could just walk in and walk out, I'd go in and peek at it.
Hello. Yeah, I'll do
Is
that.
anybody in there?
in there? Yeah. That'd be the fun part.
I would love to go, like, so my pastor, right, does that trip where he goes to Colorado for a week, and, like, it's pretty dope. Dude, I would really like to.
That's
like,
that man group, right?
Well, yeah, I think it's kind of
The
in that
He-Man
now.
Woman
I think
Hater
it
Club?
started before that, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't know. I don't do that. But no, dude, I would love to do like a survival trip. Like just go and
Bro.
a bag packed with the shit that you want to bring, and just go and survive. But not for like a crazy ass long time. Like maybe
3
like
days.
3 days.
3
Yeah,
days.
3 days seems like good.
3 days is enough to embrace the suck. And you know what I mean? Like, because that's what you want. You want the friendship. Like, you want the group. Like, everybody kind of leaning on each other, and everybody being a little
But
miserable
I want to
together.
do it real. Like no phone.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like no internet, no Wi-Fi. Like I just want to be able to go out in the woods, unwind, pray, meditate, be like, clear-headed, maybe kill some shit and eat some shit, maybe build some cool shit, make a fire, roast some marshmallows, even though you can't kill marshmallows in the wild, so I'd have to bring those.
I know how to set a snare, and I know how to buy a life straw from Amazon. You can
Slurp shitty water. Yeah.
slurp water. It doesn't make the water taste any better, but
So you're saying I could piss into the toilet and then drink it with that water, that straw?
I mean, you could.
I know in theory you can.
Well, I think
And
you're
it'll
still
take it all
drinking.
out?
No, I think you're still drinking pee.
So what's it filter out then?
Well, it filters out like bacteria.
I feel like
I
bacteria
don't think
is smaller than what flavor
It doesn't.
piss.
Like if you poured Coke in a hole and drank it out, it's not gonna be water. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still gonna be extra clean
water in
Coke.
it.
Well, right, but it's not.
Man, they sell them at Walmart. I'm gonna buy one.
They're
I wanna
kind of the
try it out.
shit. They're
Do
only
you have
like
one?
No, I should, but
Yeah, let's get one.
I have, bro. I kind of have a
test it.
ridiculous amount of like I've got
You got so much weird shit.
so many fire starters. And dude, I didn't even know how to do those until the other day. Like I've got like a few different like bug out bag kits and like first aid type kits, and you literally like get this little weird key, and you get this flint stick, and then you just slice off pieces of that flint stick, and that's what you're trying to. You slice off the pieces, and then you hit a spark, and it lights those little pieces on fire.
It's
pretty dope.
There's a box that you can subscribe to. I can't think of what it's called, but I want one. It's really dope. It's called can't find it. Well, I'm gonna find it, but it's really cool. But
Survival
it's like
box,
survival gear,
Dude.
and like not just survival gear, but like just like man shit, like desk trinkets that are manly, and like shirts, and like just it's cool shit, dude. I've looked at some of the stuff, but I can't find it now. It's crazy because it was super popular.
Man,
Anyways,
we need to get OKCTL on board and do a controlled burn survival weekend. You know how much content we could get? We'd have to bring the phones and a couple cameras, but
didn't know.
well, we got to strict rule it. You know, no social media, no like
We just bring Jono or somebody and be
That's
like,
what I'm
hey,
saying.
you can't fucking talk to us during this. Like you don't exist.
Well, this is naked and afraid, bud, and we're getting
gonna be
naked.
naked?
Yeah, we're getting naked. Yeah,
we gotta do naked.
Well, John, all right, we need our cameraman to be naked too,
100%.
just to make us feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
But
Can't have him judging me, low key.
no. Yeah. We if we're all gonna be teamed up, we need to be teamed up together. You know what I mean? Team
Bro,
Nicole.
we should probably let's touch on what do we got? We got a little bit of the.
I think we got a ribbity wrap.
Yeah, no, we for sure got a ribbity.
But outside of the state question 837 next week, we start collecting signatures. Stay posted. We will be sharing as much stuff that comes our way. Terp Float starts tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Your boys, the Controlled Burn, will be out there Friday.
Yep.
Prime time. And as always, OKCTL open Monday through Friday. 8 to 5? 9 to 5? 9 to 5. Yeah, my bad. Jeez, it's been a long episode. But that's all I got, bro.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Catch you next time, I guess.
Peace.